Porsha had been hiding and carrying this secret because there's a lifestyle that comes with it. And that's why her and Simon are always out the country. You ever notice that? They're always in Dubai. They're always in Mexico. They're always in Nigeria. She surprises him while he's in Nigeria because he's been having these issues for years concerning his green card. Now, I don't think she knew the extent of the issues because she's a dit. Because Porsha likes money. And I remember sitting with our makeup artist, because at the time we shared the same makeup artist, and he was saying Porsha loves, and this is all she brags about, is the lifestyle. She wants the glitz, she wants the glamour, she wants the diamond, she wants to be able to brag about what she has. She doesn't give a where it came from. She doesn't give a where he's getting it from, as long as he spends it on her. Now, let me tell you something. Let me back up a little bit.
Prepare yourselves, as it has been officially confirmed that Porsha is undergoing a divorce from her husband Simon, and indications suggest that this divorce is heading towards a complicated and messy situation. Simon has been publicly expressing his disapproval of Porsha on social media since the divorce announcement. Furthermore, there are circulating rumors claiming that the motivation behind Porsha filing for divorce is Simon's impending deportation due to his exposure as a scammer with multiple convictions for credit card and bank fraud. To add to the chaos, there's talk in the community that Porsha is distressed about the situation, especially since she is slated to appear on the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. There's fear that the show might extensively highlight and criticize her involvement in this divorce, making it a central part of the storyline. Before delving into the details, let me provide some background information because there's a lot to unravel here. Porsha and Simon crossed paths for the first time in 2021 during the filming of Real Housewives of Atlanta. At that time, Simon was still married to his ex-wife Fallon. However, they separated in April 2021, and in the same month, Simon and Porsha announced that they were romantically involved. Despite public skepticism and speculation that their relationship started before Simon's separation from his wife, they proceeded to deepen their connection. Just a month later, they got engaged and officially tied the knot in November 2022 with a lavish wedding at the Four Seasons in Atlanta, attended by more than 350 guests, including co-stars Cynthia Bailey, Kandi Burruss, and Kim Bierman. Initially, things appeared to be going well for the couple, with discussions about expanding their family and having children together. Simon has 5 children of his own, and Porsha has a daughter from a previous relationship. However, the narrative took an unexpected turn, with Porsha abruptly filing for divorce after only 15 months of marriage, surprising many who had seen them seemingly content just days before. They had spent Valentine's Day together and were recently observed enjoying each other's company on yachts. Notably, a few days prior to the divorce announcement, Porsha had declared on her Instagram that she would be appearing on the next season of Real Housewives and requested people to address her by her married name, emphasizing her happiness in marriage.
And there's a problem when a man is not showing you where he gets his money. Eventually, you're going to have to ask. There's a lifestyle that comes with it. And that's why her and Simon are always out the country.
Now, the burning question in everyone's thoughts is, what transpired in the recent days that shifted her from proudly proclaiming her marriage to initiating a divorce and showing him the door? Speculations abound that it is connected to the credit card and bank fraud charges pressed against him by the U.S. government. For those unfamiliar with the unfolding situation, the widely followed T page, All About the Tea, disclosed some court documents unveiling Simon's criminal record, causing a ripple effect across the internet. Allegedly, he is on the verge of deportation due to charges including credit card fraud, bank fraud, identity theft, and orchestrating a fraudulent marriage to obtain a green card. As per the court records, Simon initially arrived in the U.S. in 1982 with a visitor's visa but overstayed beyond the allowed duration. Attempting to marry a U.S. citizen and seek an adjustment in status proved futile as the Immigration and Naturalization Service deemed the marriage as a sham, leading to a denial. Following this setback, he voluntarily left the country before facing deportation and returned in 1996 on a 6-month visitor's visa. However, his legal troubles persisted, and in the subsequent year, he faced arrest for bank fraud, pleading guilty to all felony charges. Undeterred, he found himself in trouble again, getting arrested for fraud, and shortly after engaging in credit card fraud. It's a saga one can hardly believe. In 1992, a judge ordered his deportation to Nigeria, but somehow he evaded it. He applied for temporary residency using a false identity identity under the Special Agriculture Worker Program, conveniently omitting his criminal past. The program granted him a green card, enabling him to remain in the U.S., but the complications didn't end there. In 2016, he attempted to obtain U.S. citizenship under the same false identity used for the green card. Predictably, his application was rejected due to the unlawfully granted temporary resident status. Repeated attempts in 2020 and 2023 met the same fate, emphasizing his exposure. Despite already having a green card, allowing him to stay in the U.S., Simon took the audacious step of seeking U.S. citizenship with a fake ID. This move triggered an investigation that unearthed his criminal history. Consequently, he faces not only felony charges but also a significant likelihood of deportation to Nigeria in the coming months. In contrast, Porsha wants no involvement in this turmoil whatsoever, prompting her to initiate the divorce proceedings before the situation escalates further. This revelation comes from Jessie Wu, a well-known blogger with connections to numerous celebrities in Atlanta, who asserts that the divorce was a fabricated scenario, an integral part of Porsha's strategy to safeguard herself.
And he was saying Porsha loves, and this is all she brags about, is the lifestyle. She wants the glitz, she wants the glamour, she wants the diamond, she wants to be able to brag about what she has. She doesn't give a f where it came from. She doesn't give a f where he's getting it from, as long as he spends it on her. Now, let me tell you something. Let me back up a little bit.
According to Jessie, Porsha's decision to file for divorce stems from her desire to ensure the separation of her assets from Simon's. This strategic move aims to shield her money and possessions from potential confiscation when he faces court proceedings and official charges. By initiating the divorce process, Porsha is proactively safeguarding her financial interests, preventing any potential seizure by federal authorities. She is taking steps to secure her position before Simon's life takes a downturn. However, Simon appears unwilling to let Porsha go without a fight, as evidenced by his Instagram posts implying her involvement in his fraudulent activities. His initial statement, "I will stop loving my wife when the divorce is final," set the tone, but the real bombshell came when a comment hinted at the consequences of immigration discovering his sponsor's criminal record. In response, Simon cryptically affirmed, "Yep, speculation arises about the criminal charge he acknowledges Porsha having, possibly linked to her 2014 misdemeanor arrest." Some even theorize that both Porsha and Simon were complicit in the fraudulent activities, with Simon hinting at implicating her. Tasha K, in her recent show, confirmed this notion by revealing that Porsha was fully aware of Simon's actions, but was indifferent as long as he lavished her with expensive gifts and money. According to Tasha, the plot thickens as Tasha claims to have insider information from a shared makeup artist, shedding light on the questionable activities Porsha and Simon engaged in. The situation is undeniably chaotic, and it's evident that the drama between Porsha and Simon is far from reaching a resolution. If Simon continues to share his thoughts on social media, it won't be long before Porsha finds herself in trouble too. As expected, the public has formed various opinions and thoughts on this unfolding saga, like this person who said Porsha didn't know his past financial problems, she just jumped into marrying him because she thought he was rich and divorced from Fallon, thus available to marry. She's racing to divorce now that he has no money. We're not surprised. I wonder how she'll be treated by the other housewives after all this now. Another person said she was just bragging that Mrs. Guobadia was returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta, and now she's filing for divorce. They say it has nothing to do with all the trouble going on with Simon. Sure, it doesn't. She's jumping for her life off of Simon's sinking ship. Now, I'm eager to hear your opinions. What are your feelings on Porsha's decision to file for divorce from Simon? Do you believe she's attempting to distance herself from the impending turmoil resulting from his charges and potential deportation? You're well aware of how to share your thoughts, so drop them in the comments section below. Also, remember to click here to view another particularly tumultuous video.